1.1 day 1 is solving basic two-step equations. So this is an equation. X represents a number that makes the equation true. So we're going to try to solve for the x value that makes the equation true. And afterwards we're going to check to see if our answer is correct. Now you learned this in 8th grade, so hopefully this is going to look familiar. Okay, we're trying to solve for x. The x is right here. The x is on the left side of the equation, so whatever's on the left side of the equation, we want to get rid of everything except for the x. We have 3x plus 5. I need to get rid of the 3 with the 3x, and I need to get rid of the plus 5. We do the opposite order as order of operations, so we're actually going to get rid of the addition or subtraction first. Since this is a plus 5, the opposite of plusing 5 is minus 5. I'm going to minus the 5 underneath so I can keep track of what I'm canceling. If you minus 5 from the left side of the equation, you must also minus 5 from the right side of the equation to balance the equation. Okay, so now we're going to bring down what's left. Okay, I'm going to bring down the 3x. If I do positive 5 minus 5, that equals 0. 0 is nothing, so it kind of cancels off. Okay, let me bring down my equals sign. And if I do 26 minus 5, I get 21. Okay, now I'm going to look at the x again. The x is over here. The only thing with the x right now is the 3, so I need to get rid of the 3x. Because it's 3x, that means 3 times x. The opposite of timesing by 3 is dividing by 3. So I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. And remember that line means divide. Okay, the 3 divided by 3 makes 1, so the 3's cancel. And I'm going to bring down x equals 21 divided by 3 is 7. Okay, I'm pretty confident. I feel like I did that correctly. But to check our answer, we plug it back in the original equation to see if it makes the equation true. Okay, I'm going to copy the original equation just to remind you of what it said, and then I will check it. Okay, now when I solved, I got x equals 7. So I'm going to plug 7 in where the x is. This is where the x is. It's 3x, which means 3 times x. So I'm going to do 3 times x. For x, I got 7. So 3 times x plus 5, and it's supposed to equal to 26 if I did it correctly. Okay, now I am going to follow order of operations now. I just want to see if this left side equals to 26 like it's supposed to. Okay, if I do 3 times 7, I get 21 plus 5. Is 21 plus 5 26? It is 26. Okay, if the left side matches up with the right side, it means your answer was correct, and you proved it by plugging it in. Okay, let's go ahead and try the next one. It says negative 2x plus 13 equals 35. I want to get the x by itself. On this side of the equation, the only thing over there was the negative 2 and the 13. Since the 13 is being plussed, I'm going to cancel the plus 13 first. So I'm going to minus 13 to cancel the plus 13. If I do it on the left, I do it on the right. Okay, let me bring down negative 2x. If I do 13 minus 13, I get 0. So I don't bother writing it. Equals 35 minus 13 is 5 minus 3 is 2. 2. Okay, so I have negative 2x equals 22. Since I want to cancel the negative 2 now, I'm going to divide by negative 2. Because negative 2x means negative 2 times x. If you do it on the left, you do it on the right. X equals 22 divided by negative 2 is going to be negative 22 divided by 2 is 11. Okay, I'm pretty confident in my answer, but to check it, I'm going to plug it back in. You don't have to rewrite the equation. I rewrite the original equation to make sure I remember to plug it in the original equation. Okay, where the x is, I'm going to plug in the answer I just got for x. I just got negative 11 for x. So negative 2 times x, and x is negative 11. I'm putting it in parentheses to make sure it's being timesed. Okay, and then when I evaluate the left side, it should turn into 35. Okay, if I do negative 2 times negative 11, and negative times a negative is a positive, and 2 times 11 is 22, plus 13, and it should equal to 35. Does 22 plus 13 equals 35? It does. So I must have done the problem correct. If it doesn't match, then I've made a mistake on my solving or on my checking. So let's do one more solve and check, and then the bottom ones, we're just going to solve them. Okay, this one's a little bit out of order. Okay, look for the x. The x is over here. The only thing on the side of the equation with the x is the negative 13 and the plus 9x. Okay, now I want to cancel whatever's being added or subtracted first. The 9x means it's being times, so leave the 9 alone. I want to get rid of the negative 13 because it's being added to 9x. Since it's a negative 13, to cancel it, I will use a positive 13. If you do it on the left, you do it on the right. You can only do it to like terms, so I add it to the 23. Negative 13 and plus 13 is 0. I'm going to bring down what's left. It says plus 9x. There's nothing to plus it, but it is a positive 9x. Positive 9x. And then 23 plus 13, 3 plus 3 is 6, 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cancel the 9. Since it's 9 times x, I divide. Okay, 9 divided by 9 is 1. So x equals 36 divided by 9 is 4. Okay, and even though I'm pretty confident in my answer, I'm going to check it because it asked me to check it. Okay, again, you don't have to recopy the equation every time, but you need to make sure you're plugging into the original equation. Okay, so where the x is, I'm going to plug in the answer I got, which is 4. So negative 13 plus 9 times, not x, 4, is 23. So I need to do negative 13 plus 9 times 4. Order of operations, I need to times first. 9 times 4 is 36. So negative 13 plus 36 is hopefully 23. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, since I left side equal to the right side, then that's a valid answer. Okay, on the bottom, we're going to solve only, but they're kind of rearranged and they're mixed up. If you're ever not sure of your answer, you can still check. Okay, let's just solve. Okay, be careful. Where's the x? The x is over here. So I'm only looking at this side of the equation when I decide what to cancel. There's an 8 with the x, and there's a minus 5. Since I'm minusing the 5, I'm going to cancel that first. So I'm going to plus the 5. Since I did it to the right side, I need to do it on the left side, even though this is backwards. Okay, let me bring down what I have. 67 plus 5 is 72 equals, I'll bring down the 8x, and if I do negative 5 plus 5, 0. Okay, go back to where the x is. The x is over here. The only number with the x is the 8. Since it's 8 times x, I'm going to divide by 8. Right side, left side. 72 divided by 8 is 9, so 9 is x. You could also say x is 9, because it doesn't matter whether you are a cat or the cat is you. It means the same thing. Okay, let's keep going. If you're working ahead, just make sure you check your answers as you go, because these are a little bit out of order. Okay, 10 plus 7x equals 66. Find the x first. There's the x. Look only on the side of the equation with the x to decide what to cancel. There's a 10 plus 7x. Leave the 7x alone. Let's get rid of the 10 first. That 10, think about whether that's a positive 10 or a negative 10. It's just 10, so it's positive 10. Since it's a positive 10, to cancel it, I'm going to do minus 10. If I do it on the left, I do it on the right. And be careful, because the sign for the 10 is the one on the left of it. So there's no sign it's positive. Okay, if I do 10 minus 10, I get 0. I'm going to bring down the positive 7x. You don't have to write the positive, but that positive belongs to the 7. And 66 minus 10 is 56. Since it's 7 times x, I divide 7. 7. I got x equals 8. If you write 8 equals x, that's the same thing. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's look. Look for the x first. The x is over here. Now only look on this side of the equation to decide what to cancel first. Since the negative 6 is times in the x, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to get rid of this over here. This is a minus 4. The opposite of a minus 4 is plus 4. Left, right. Boom. When you bring down the 6x, be careful. That minus and the 6 are attached, so this is a minus 6x. Oh, that's a minus 28. So minus 28 plus 4, it's going to still be minus because that minus 28 is big. 7, 6, 5, 4, minus 24. Okay, I'm going to cancel the negative 6. Divide by negative 6. Divide by negative 6. If you don't divide by the negative, you don't get rid of the negative. Okay, if I do negative divided by negative, it turns to positive. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Okay, look for the x. The x is on this side. And then only look over here. I have negative 5 minus x. If there's a minus in front of the x, that counts as a minus 1x. Okay, but I'm going to cancel the minus 5 first. Since it's a minus 5, I will plus 5. On the left, on the right. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0. When you bring down the x, be careful. That is a negative x or a negative 1x. 4 plus 5 is 9. Okay, am I done? I'm not done. You cannot leave a negative in front of the x. So I need to divide by negative 1. If you had negative x, you would divide by a negative or times by a negative. Positive divided by a negative is negative, so I get negative 9. Okay, 11 plus 5x. Okay, there's my x, so I either need to get rid of the 11 or the 5. Since the 11 is being added, I'm going to get rid of the 11. Think about whether that's 11 is positive or negative. Since there's no sign in front of it, it's a positive 11. So to cancel it, I will minus 11. Minus 11. Cancel. Okay, when I bring down the 5x, that's a plus 5x. So it's a positive 5x. 7 minus 11, that's going to be negative because I can't take 11 away from 7. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, negative 4. Okay, now what? Divide by 5? Okay, let's divide by 5. Okay, the 5's cancel. Great. Negative 4 divided by 5? Nope, don't take out your calculator. It doesn't divide evenly, but I love fractions. So let's leave it as negative 4 over 5. And make sure you actually write the last step because that's the answer. The negative sign can actually be on the top, the bottom, or the middle as long as there's one negative sign. Okay, last one, and then you're going to do the practice yourself. Okay, I have 12 minus 5x. Okay, I'm only looking at these two numbers to decide what to cancel. I'm going to cancel the 12 first. Be careful. Think about whether the 12 is positive or negative. Since there's nothing to the left of it, this counts as a positive 12. Minus 12. Minus 12. Okay, when you bring down the 5x, be careful. That is a minus 5x. If I do minus 8 and minus 12, I'm super minused. Minus 20. Okay, let's divide by negative 5. Okay, negative 20 divided by negative 5. Negative divided by negative is positive. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Okay, go ahead and go on to the practice questions and try them. You can check your answers on Canvas later.